Welcome to week 2 of 52 Weeks of Christmas. I am here with Whitney Grace. I am RC Samo, and we are watching, for some reason unbeknownst to me, the 1986 version of Babes in Toyland.
This was the most, well, it was one of the most random theatrically released Christmas movies I could think of. And it is just so random, the cast, and even with the plot line and everything. I can't believe this hot mess made it into theaters.
The fact
And
that
I
it's
also wanted to
Babes
torture
in
you.
Toyland 1986, not the original Annette Funicello one. I think it was Annette Funicello, was it not?
Well, actually, that wasn't the original either.
There, there was
The
one
original,
prior.
yeah, it starred Abbott and Costello, I'm pretty sure. And it was from the 1920s, and they even have an homage to Mickey Mouse before Disney really copyrighted and trademarked everything.
Wow. So Babes in Toyland 1934 is the Abbott and Costello one.
Yep.
No, I'm sorry. It's Laurel and Hardy.
Oh, oh, two comedians. I got them mixed up.
Hmm.
It's Laurel and Hardy. And what's funny about that one is it also goes by another name called March of the Winged Soldiers.
Oh, man. And then let's see what year Disney's version came out. Disney's version came out in 1961. And yes, that was Annette Funicello and Ed Wynn.
Yeah, and wasn't the guy who originally played the Scarecrow in that movie? In
I
the
believe,
Wizard of Oz? I
I
think
think
so.
so. And I think, let's see, that Ray Bolger or Jack Donahue or Tommy Kirk. I don't know. I don't
I
remember who
forget.
was in the original Wizard of Oz.
I just remember that the Scarecrow was in it, and he was the movie itself, the Netflix channel one. There's some positives and negatives about it, but I remember him being one of the positives about it.
All right. Well, here's the fun part. This one is the 1986 Babes in Toyland made for TV Christmas musical movie by director Clive Donner and
Oh,
starred Drew Barrymore, Richard Mulligan, Ellen Brennan, and Keanu Reeves, based on the 1903 operetta of the same name by Victor Herbert and Glenn McDonough.
don't forget Pat Morita's in this.
Pat Morita is in this one as well.
Yep.
He doesn't have a huge significant role, but there is something that I noticed during the earlier screening of this, and that the man who is in a band, and I believe it was called Dog Star, Keanu Reeves, every time there is a singing portion, a musical number, he is nowhere to be found in that scene on screen.
Okay, I thought it was just because he had a bad voice. I didn't know he was in a band.
He is. I think it's called Dog Star.
Oh, well, it's ironic because another name for Dog Star is Sirius, and I'm holding a puppy in my arms.
Of course you are. Who else would be holding the dog in their arms?
Um, Keanu Reeves.
So, without further ado, it is now, and unfortunately, we can't play the audio as we've stated before because we don't want to get hit with a copyright.
Curses.
I know it's got to be us doing the closed caption, Babes in Toyland. But you know the songs.
Yeah. Well, I also thought that this was theatrically released.
No, it might have been at one point, but the original is a made-for-TV movie.
Okay, I got that wrong. But that explains why the budget was so low. So we open up on, I
Shall
have
we
to
hit
say,
play?
yep,
All right. And here we go. The Metro Golden Lion
yep.
and Metro Goldwyn Mayer. I have to pronounce that correctly because I know someone will get on my case for it.
Oh, who, me?
Probably you, but you know.
Yeah. What I find interesting about this is it's chalk paintings, it looks like, and the special effects for the opening.
It's chalk
No,
paintings on canvas. Yes, it is.
it's interesting, but kind of also looks fairly cheap.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. So this looks like your typical nice winter scene in Cincinnati where this takes place, and they actually got the skyline right.
Even though it was shot in the then Munich, West Germany, because, when you think Cincinnati, you think Germany.
Well, Cincinnati does have a huge German population.
See how fitting that is?
I know, I know. But I don't understand why they filmed in Germany.
Yeah. Well, because, it was cheaper then, especially in West Germany.
Oh, you're right. That's where they filmed Willy Wonka too.
It is,
Oh,
make sure I
oh.
don't burn myself on my tea.
What are you drinking?
Just black tea.
You gotta love that black tea costume designer Evangeline. And I mean, they were getting even a lot of the cars wrong. They were getting
Mhm.
some of the cars wrong for the 1980s. You see what looks like a 1970s model there.
Well, you
And
can
I,
have everything 86 and pre, so that way it shows that they're older cars. You can't have, like, this couldn't have been shot in, 1996, or it couldn't take place in 1996 and then be shown, a 2005 model of a Honda.
well, I know, but even then, back in the 1980s, you were still seeing more modern 80s cars rather than a lot of 1970s vehicles.
True. But again, it's easier to go backwards and say, like, it's 1986 and here's a 73 Ford
Hmm.
versus, hey, we shot this movie now, it takes place in 96, and then we see a 2007 Dodge.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
As you know of my love of muscle cars.
Oh yeah, yeah, you and your pony cars and muscle cars. So what we see here is okay. I have to admit that those scenes in the with the neighborhood and stuff like that, those look like nice, warm suburbia, and the snow here looks really nice.
That does not look nice by any means. Snow looks beautiful when you are at home, with a nice cup of tea, watching it on television. And as I say that, the weatherman has stated on camera, stay home because it's snowing.
Yep, and no word from mom. We actually had that cookbook growing up of
The
Drew
joy of
Barrymore
cooking?
was looking at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look the phone.
Yes.
Oh.
Station wagons galore. Often I have been caught saying that SUVs are the modern station wagon.
Hmm.
It's just, they are, it's just a lifted station wagon.
Have you ever been in a station wagon?
I have, and
Yeah.
facing the wrong way.
Oh yeah, we actually used to have a station wagon well, back in the day, and we actually had the third row seat, but my father, he didn't want to pay for it, so he built one.
Really?
Yeah.
That
I
was
mean,
an option?
yeah, I mean, it had seatbelts and everything. It's strapped to the car. He used straps and harnesses. I mean, he did buy seatbelts that were, you know, NA the National Highways Traffic and Safety Association safe, but he literally built a back seat in the car and
By the
it
way,
was
who plays
weird.
Drew Barrymore's older sister in this?
I don't know, but she's wearing a very pink coat and it's
That is
very
not a pink
1980s.
coat. That is a vinyl pink jacket that is an overcoat with a French beret.
Oh, what do you know?
It
Well,
is stylish. I will give her that. It is very, very stylish.
and if that vinyl survived back into right now, that thing would probably go for around 40 to 50 bucks if it was still in decent shape.
So her older sister's character is named Mary. Just look that up.
Okay.
And Mary experiences something that isn't too friendly. So that is unfortunate,
Are you talking?
misappropriate behavior by her boss.
Oh, yes, that, but that hasn't come up yet. I was just trying to figure, oh, 10 o'clock news. Jeez Louise.
Oh, yes. Do you know where your kids are?
Do you know where your kids are? And Drew looks pretty cute before she went crazy.
Well, she was already an addict at this point,
All right, well,
allegedly.
what?
I mean,
Oh,
they had
TV
said she
antenna
had
goes
started
down.
drinking, when she was in single digits.
Hmm. Oh, that lamp that you just saw, we had one like that.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the red coat that she's putting on right now that's very Santa-esque?
No, I didn't have one of those. I had a pink one,
Well,
and
that's a
it had
down.
a.
See, this is how you know it's the 80s because mom's nowhere to be found and there's a down power line and she's just running out the house to check on the electricity.
Oh my gosh! But no, she's actually running towards the toy store where her sister works,
And the sister's
and
name, the actress who played her sister Mary is Jill. Schoelen? S
Never
C
heard of her.
H O E L. So Schoelen.
Oh, and here's Keanu and
Keanu,
Christmas plastics, and they have a
with the feathered hair and the sun bleach.
and the
Nothing
cheap.
better.
I could eat three pizzas, Jack. I could eat three. Who said anything about three? Well, I
Yeah.
got two other. Okay, what I find interesting here is one of the things I'm going to comment on a lot about in this movie. Okay, see, here's Drew. She's running towards her sister who works at the toy store, and then she slips. One of the things I find so interesting is just how low budget this movie is. I mean,
That they're
he was
shooting styrofoam at children instead.
well, that, but also the inflatables that they're selling as Christmas toys.
Listen, if you ever had those inflatable punching bags, the little clown one as a kid, you know it was worth it.
Yes, I do, but you would have think that they would have been able to spring for something a little bit more from props and scenery.
This is true. But remember, it was the five and dime. So this is the original 99-cent store, or, well, now that's gone, the original Dollar Tree.
Okay, okay. They do have a very big bin of balls, which I remember. Walmart still has those, but you don't. Oh, and here's the sleazy boss. Oh, hula hoops.
Richard Mulligan, yeah.
Hi there, beautiful.
Legendary actor, legendary comedic actor. He was in Soap. This was just before Empty Nest.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an interesting fact about his ex-wife.
What's that?
She worked in a rather risque industry in front of the camera.
Hentai?
No.
Ah.
Live action.
Oh my.
Hmm.
I mean, just
Or
the
at least she
thing,
shared the same name with someone that performed in that industry.
doing your job is pleasing me, which in your case,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, there's just things this guy's saying. If she had a way to record this right now, I mean, he's dressed like a used car salesman from the 1960s and 1970s. He even has a bolo tie and the Argyle tartan coat.
And it
It's
is a
just,
plaid suit.
oh
Christmas
my
colors,
gosh.
though.
Oh, you got that right. But they clash and they don't match.
That's true. Because it is the wrong shade of green on the shirt than it is with the suit.
It is. But if you wore that today, it could work if there was a
That's right.
light
Mary
green.
should be home with her 11-year-old sister babysitting in the middle of a blizzard on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, you're not a baby. You're 11 years old. And if you have any conscience, you advise all your. This is one of my favorite scenes in the
It was
movie.
also 1986. What 11-year-old had a baby or a babysitter?
True. This is one of my favorite scenes is where Mary stands up to him
Hmm.
and she's about to do something just like Barney. Okay, so so Keanu and his best friend Barney are, I guess,
I like that she calls her boss King Kong.
we can do with his jungle. I love how they're up there without any safety precautions or anything, and everything's
Uh,
attached to the ceiling.
an
Oh,
unsupervised child with a microphone.
let's gonna go. Excuse me, everybody.
Christmas Eve,
Hit in
blizzard's
Cincinnati
coming.
any minute. It's Christmas Eve, and you should all go home while you still can.
Called her a very inappropriate term that had some alliteration for a little person, and the first letter begins with monster.
Don't you mean M?
M4 monster. I
Yep,
am tipping
Christmas
my tea,
time.
so I'm trying not to burn myself at the same time.
Oh no, you don't. And it's no time it'll be Christmas again.
Yeah.
Oh, and then I love this part. Cratchit Mrs. Piper winning the first annual Sister of the Year. Yeah, I love it how she gets on her sled and
Right.
then
I
she
love
stands
that
up to her boss.
there's random tennis rackets in this toy store with a sled and all sorts of various other sporting goods.
Oh,
It's
and it
like Big
costs
Five meets Toys R Us.
yes, it's exactly half of what you owe me, and she's just going to take the sled and walk out, and they're quitting,
Dropping the jackets.
and you can sue me too. And
Yeah.
it's just like, yeah. I mean, even back then, suing someone was, yeah, I
That's
love
too
the
early for
net.
the ball drop. They're a week early. It's not New Year's yet.
And they walk. Oh, there's even a bow on
Good
it.
luck driving that Suzuki Samurai, a 1986 Suzuki Samurai in the snow.
Oh my gosh, it's a Jeep, and the roof is not even, it's plastic.
Oh no, it's a Suzuki Samurai, and these things were notorious that if you went over a certain speed limit while making a turn that they would tip over. They were very top heavy.
Really? I didn't know that.
Hmm. That's why so many people would lower them. It wasn't just the aesthetic of it looking cool lowered. It's because it would roll over if you didn't.
This is going to be the best Christmas in the history of the road, right
Yeah.
here in Cincinnati. Welcome to glorious Cincinnati, Queen
Yeah.
of Ohio's alpine ski resorts.
Yes. Well, he's actually singing Cincinnati. So this is the one and only time that we do see Keanu singing about Ohio.
Ohio and Ohio, USA. This song,
I've
and since
never heard it.
Cincy is so natty, they named it Cincinnati. So they say actually Cincinnati was named after a
Yeah.
war general who was a farmer, and he was a very famous strategist, and his name was Cincinnatus. And then he went back after the war. He didn't become emperor. I think he was Greek or Roman, and he just went back to plowing his fields. Their facts are since Cincin is invincible. I mean, why would you sing a song like that? And it seems as if Drew Barrymore's coat just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
You know, in the last two scenes it has, and the fur collar is now gone.
There you go.
So they switched the jacket on her. And now
Mhm.
the fur collar is back. There is no way that car made that right-hand turn that quickly without turning over, and
Oh,
Drew
oh,
falls out of the vehicle
on her
on the
sled.
sled and crashes right into a tree that takes her
Boom.
into the Babes in Toyland dimension.
Is it a dimension or an alternate reality? Or maybe it's just a brand new world. Maybe she gets sucked into a wormhole and then she gets it. Or maybe she died and this is what she experiences on the other side.
Could be, or it could be just her having a severe concussion, one of the three that I've had. So it's perfect.
Okay,
This is just her
so
first. But although I didn't hallucinate about toys or, being a babe in Toyland.
what I think this is right here is even though the budget was low from the very beginning, you can see that in the Five and Dime where they
Mhm.
shot that. Here is really where you can see the low budget plywood houses.
Mhm.
They just went to some sort of costume rental place and rented out all the animal costumes. I
Mhm.
mean, golf carts decked up. I mean, look at that.
To be
Girl
fair, I
and
would I would
boiling.
be rolling in one of those golf carts right now.
Okay, that would be fun, but look at that bear. Fantasy Hope and
Yeah.
Joyland.
The
Oh
duck
my gosh.
the
And then
duck
like
suit.
yeah, I mean the 1930s and then the 1960 Disney version have better costumes in this. And then they
Uh,
look, what are they doing?
Again,
It's
those
like
were theatrical releases. This is a made for TV movie. Made for TV movies did not get the budget that they had for theatrical.
I
This is,
know, but
this is probably
still.
more expensive than a Hallmark Christmas movie though.
You think so?
Yes.
It's a giant cake,
Yes.
and she's going to
I think
land in it.
80% of the budget went into baking that monstrous cake.
Maybe.
Yeah,
They probably used a lot of fondant.
they did,
And like
And she
everyone's scratching their heads, like, what the heck is going on?
Well, they did say, the bear did say they didn't deserve the wedding cake. And it's just that warm and quick that she's able to discard the coat
And she's
and walk
not
around.
covered in more frosting and stuff like that. Having gone headfirst into a cake,
Well,
I
that's
know
all
you don't
covered in
come
the
out
stunt
that
girl
clean.
costume.
Oh, true, true. And if you're wondering why I was headfirst in a cake, I was two.
All right, we'll let that slide. There's Raggedy Ann.
There's there we go. And then there's that looks like Frog and Toad from Toad Hall
Yes.
or Sherlock Frog. And then here, let me help you. Look, it's the one human they've seen.
Right. And
Appreciate it. Thank you.
it's Keanu's buddy, and he's Georgie Porgy.
I'm Georgie Porgy. And he's
Yeah.
wearing what is that? Little Lord Fauntleroy suit, except it's
Well,
brown.
well, he is
Oh,
dressed as what is that? I think that's supposed to be Lederhosen, isn't it? I don't know. You're the German one.
I don't think that's Lederhosen. I think he looks like Little Lord Fauntleroy. And if it was Lederhosen, he'd have
Oh, suspenders.
suspenders, yeah.
Yeah.
Braces, as they call them in England.
Why is there a character? Why is the monkey wearing a fez?
See what I mean? And
Yeah.
then there's Mother Goose, and now there's a giant bowling ball. Okay, in the original operetta, that was Barnaby. I get it, all black with three black holes, a bowling ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's so evil and bizarre. Sometimes when he gets really angry, he rolls his house right down the street. Okay.
I like
If
how
I was
indifferent she is
Barnaby,
to him.
if I was Barnaby and I had to live in Toyland, I would do that with my bowling ball house too. And why is
Barnaby bought the
Mary marrying this?
mortgage. Interesting.
Because bought the mortgage. Okay, the original one did not have a bowling ball house for Barnaby.
Well, again, they spent all their budget on the giant cake that the stunt double had to go through.
And now everyone's happy that there's a wedding, and Mary is marrying the old woman who lives in her shoe, I think.
Right.
Man, it's just a lot of exposition being told by Georgie Porgy, setting everything up. Oh
Well, it's
my
all right.
gosh.
Sometimes you need, again, there wasn't the finance to show, not tell.
I know. Oh my gosh, and that Jack in a Box. Oh
Yeah.
gosh, that
And
was.
look, that's the lady that plays her mother. And I forgot the actress's name, and I am terrible at this. I should have gone to IMDb first.
Yeah. Everyone's just watching. Get on your
Mhm.
tuffet, Miss Muffet.
Yeah.
Start the happy wedding song. Oh, geez. I mean, I get this is a
As
lot
miserable as Mary looks.
of fairy tale rhymes. Yeah, look at that.
And look at little Jack with his candlestick.
Um, Jack be nimble, Jack
Little
be
Jack
quick,
be
Jack
quick.
jump over the candlestick.
hmm
Anyone else ever knew
Well, I knew the Andrew Dice Clay Naughty Nursery Rhyme version of it.
Andrew Dice? I don't know what that is.
You don't
I
know who Andrew Dice Clay is.
no.
Well, I will send you his dirty nursery rhyme clips that should not be shared on YouTube or any of the other streaming platforms, and we'll be fine.
Okay, well, we can do that. And then there's Keanu. He's the only one who looks relatively normal in his Jack costume. I guess he's
Yes.
just the stereotypical Jack character from fairy tales. Why don't they just elope? Because there's nowhere to elope to. It's just that
Exactly.
Toyland is surrounded by the forest of the night, the scariest place anywhere.
Oh,
And
wait,
even if they,
Keanu's actually playing Jack B. Nimble. Then why is the
oh,
other kid
okay.
carrying the candlestick?
Rip,
That makes no sense.
could it be Wee Willie Winky runs through the town, upstairs and downstairs in his nightgown? That's
Could be.
probably who he is.
Okay.
Wee Willie Winky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where's his binky?
That's not in the thing. Oh,
Nice.
Jack in the Box, and then Barnaby. What are these, like gargoyles? They look like Uncle Fester knockoffs.
They are Uncle Fester knockoffs. Well, no, they are Nosferatu knockoffs because they have the pointy ears and everything else, but they got hunchbacks too, which makes no sense.
Correct. And then Barnaby's costume is a giant butterfly on his head.
Wow.
Okay, why do they have oh gosh, those clowns? They're from the oh gosh. Okay. Oh, Keanu Reeves, we're going to start doing some mime to
Yes. And that
hold you
was
up.
Ellen Brennan who plays Mrs. Piper, the widow.
Okay. Okay. Oh gosh, what am I thinking? I know that those clowns, they're from Harlequin and they're goose clowns. They're from oh, I
Yeah, one
forgot the
looks like
name.
Nosferatu and the other one looks like a reject from what's
Um,
it called?
the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Thank you. That's the one.
Yeah, but the clowns, like the mimes who were there earlier, it was
They were just
oh,
Harlequins.
I know, but what is Harlequin from? Let me look that up.
You know, Rocky Horror
Harlequin.
Picture Show is the scariest movie I've ever seen
Why is it
because
scary?
because I'm not a big horror movie fan and I am terrified of movie musicals, so the combination of the two makes it the most frightening film I've ever seen.
A toy master. Who's a toy master exactly? Oh, he's the most wonderful man in the world. Commedia dell'arte. Comedy d'art. That's who I'm thinking of. So
Okay.
they have a bunch of toy things, universes going on in this entire Babes in Toyland world. They have some.
Listen, at her wedding, he's confessing his love to Mary.
Uh,
Really, Jack B. Nimble?
well, oh, true love will always win through. Man,
Oh, is
that
that
is.
how
You
it
take
works?
this man, Barnaby.
As Mary looks miserable as ever.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I mean, yeah, she could do a blue beard in reverse. Do you get
Mhm.
the? Do you get the reference there?
Yes.
Hee 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 hee
Yeah.
hee.
And he absolutely do.
I do. I absolutely. Yes, I do. In that case, now pronounce you. But she doesn't love him. And of course, the world bends to the child. And everyone's like,
Where's Tina Turner with what's love got to do with it at this point?
yeah, see, Harlequins,
Yep.
Commedia dell'arte. It's like, Can you imagine if you finally got to be an extra on something and this was your first
Right.
movie and it was your only movie you ever
Yeah.
be in?
I'm going to be in a film. What are you? I am one of the bears. You see the yellow one back there? That is me.
Mm.
Yeah. It would
And the
be funny.
mom, it would be, but you can never, ever prove that it was you. Yeah, look at those little guys off to the side. It's oh, cheap
They
Quasimodos,
they just
Nosferatu, and what was the name of the guy in the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I don't know. Like I said, scariest movie I've ever seen because it's a movie musical mixed with horror elements. Terrifying.
I'll have to look it up. Oh, yep, and he sweeps her off her feet, and they're going to run away. And the bad guy, he has a giant butterfly on his hat. How could it be so bad?
Well, it's a black butterfly.
So
You know. See,
that's evil.
that's not a butterfly. That's a crow.
Oh, it doesn't look like a butterfly. It looks like a crow. I'm
Read
Lisa
the
Piper, and I'm from
extension.
Cincinnati. Cincinnati?
There. Let go of me.
Uh,
Uh,
well, you're who you are.
yeah,
Look at
that's
that
a crow.
giant
That's not a butterfly. It's
fingernail.
just a terrible. Yeah.
That's a butterfly. I don't think it's a crow. Look at
Well,
that. Those
yeah,
aren't
but look at
crow
all
wings.
yeah, but look at all the feathers.
I know,
Okay,
but those are butterfly wings
well, because
that
they
are
didn't,
made out of feathers.
right, because they didn't have the budget to get a stuffed crow.
Uh-huh. So, yeah. But it's a giant butterfly on his freaking hat. And there he is strolling through town and he's going back to his bowling ball. Let's hear it for Lisa. Yay!
Listen, Lisa did her job. That's all that matters.
I know. And then the Jack in the Box is back. Everything. Let's hear it for the girl of the hour. I actually had this song stuck in my head for weeks. I mean,
This song,
yep. And that and the Cincinnati one. These are just horrible, horrible earworms.
so as far as I remember, Keanu never sang another song other than the Cincinnati song
Yeah. And I don't see why that's a big deal to you.
because he's in a band called Dog Star and it's a musical. And at least they let Emma Watson butcher all of Belle's songs in Beauty and the Beast.
Well, maybe they didn't pay for him to sing. Maybe they were like, okay, we're going to pay, but don't sing one song. We only paid for you to sing one song.
See,
And
he's
look at that.
dancing, he's in the background, never once close up on Keanu in any of the singing scenes.
So they only paid for one song.
Oh, is that all they paid for? That's all they got out of him?
Yeah.
This is like
So
a
there you go.
bad version of Safety Dance.
I know the song Safety Dance. I've never seen it. I mean, they keep focusing on those harlequin clowns. I mean, the girl and then the boy. And then look, they don't even have real windows. They're just holes. So he
Yeah.
basically lives in a giant bowl that's drafty. I mean, talk about the resale value. Horrible.
Well, that's why he's bitter. He's cold all the time.
There you go. He's bitter cold. Bitter cold. Wonder if those are real flowers. They have to be fake.
Probably.
Yeah, they're fake. If they'd be real, they'd be losing petals all the
Right.
time.
And
Yeah,
Humpty
those are
Dumpty hasn't
fake.
even fallen yet. What the heck?
What the heck? Because the bowling ball's gonna roll him over.
Is that what's going to happen?
That it is. And then here they are. Darn, Zach, Mac. Their names are Zach and Mac.
Well,
Well,
they
we'll
couldn't call
let
him
that.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
Since a Wetsky Miller enjoy her coach ride. Okay, so like, it's nothing compared to the ride that we. Okay, I'm gonna
Why?
look up that.
How did they get trees in a forest inside the bowling ball?
I don't know, but I
Or does
think
it lead to their underground lair?
maybe. Okay, that costume's pretty bad. I mean, like bad, awesome.
Hmm.
I
I
mean,
figured.
it's. I mean, oh, that thing is a thing of nightmares. It's a crow with one eyeball.
A Cyclops crow.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. And then we're back to the bear just wandering around, and it's like Beatrix Potter generic knockoff here.
I stand corrected. You know, all the budget did not go to the cake. It went to the animatronics. Oh, and that
That's an
special
animal.
effect.
Oh dear. This really.
Hmm.
So by noon next
You're
Wednesday,
going to the cookie
Jack has to be
factory.
standing in the steps of town married to someone. Okay, so he can be married to Mary.
Uh-huh. Mary, Mary, quite contrary.
But why does he have to get married by next week?
Inheritance laws? Who knows? We'll find out.
Oh, I guess it is inheritance laws. Extend a special invitation. Okay. If you have the ability to spy on everyone and everything in Toyland, why not just blackmail them? Why
Now you're just thinking
do...
like a government official, not like a kids movie.
Okay, Toyland. Okay, now this looks like some sort of roller coaster.
See?
Oh, look, there's a cookie factory.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There is the cookie factory. All right.
All right, they did decent here,
They did.
except for the roller skates. People on roller skates in a kitchen is just a disaster waiting to happen.
Well, what can you do?
What can you do? Now, if this was a movie musical on stage and they had them on, he owns the cookie factory too, and he owns a. This is just
Boy.
ridiculous. Zach and Mac, Rocky Horror Picture Show. Picture Show. Okay, let's see. Riff Raff.
Mhm.
Riff Raff. That's the name of the guy. No, Riff Raff